Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Greg Shapiro. Let's queer up entertainment. Queer music trailblazer Jill Sobule dies at 66 in house fire. Jill Sobule, the queer singer-songwriter behind the groundbreaking hit I Kissed a Girl, has died. She was 66. Her publicist confirmed to the Associated Press that Sobule passed away last week in the morning in a house fire in Woodbury, Minnesota. She had been staying with friends while rehearsing for her one-woman show, Fuck 7th Grade, set to return to her hometown of Denver. Officials say firefighters responded to the blaze around 5:30 a.m. The cause is under investigation. Sobule made history in 1995 with I Kissed a Girl, the first openly queer song to chart in Billboard's Modern Rock Top 20, despite bans from some radio stations. The track was featured on her self-titled album, which also included Supermodel, made famous in the Clueless movie and on the soundtrack. Over nearly 3 decades, Sobule released 10 studio albums, 5 EPs, and 3 live recordings. Her latest release was this year. Her shows tackled themes from the death penalty to adolescent awkwardness, always with wit and authenticity. Her manager, John Porter, called her, quote, a force of nature and a human rights advocate, end quote. Friend and comedian Margaret Cho, who worked with Sobule in 2009, also paid tribute, saying, quote, this is not real to me. I am in shock, end quote. In place of Friday night's now canceled performance, the Denver venue will host a remembrance where fans can share songs and stories. The memorial celebration is planned for the summer. I'm a little emotional about this terrible tragedy right now. She was truly a one-of-a-kind talent, and her absence is an immeasurable loss. I wrote a personal tribute to Jill Sobule that you can now read online. Went out today in the Bay Area Reporter in San Francisco.
Oh, nice.
EBAR.com, and it's also in Out South Florida at outsfl.com. That's a picture on screen of me and Jill in 2000 at a show she was doing outside of Chicago, and it's terrible. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, loss like this is just empty. It's just loss. And one thing that I think is wonderful that I did not know her, I did not meet her. I'm jealous of you, Greg. One of the things, and very nice that you wrote for the Bay Area Reporter on it, because I know that publication in San Francisco, by the way, would appreciate it very much. One of the things that I think is really interesting as a tribute to her, and I'm sure she knew this, and I'm sure fans of her knew this, but one of the most, I read a number of things about her, and there was a lot of comment about her activism of that song and how there was rejection in certain areas. Widely, this will come as no surprise, somebody made the comment that Idaho basically didn't play the song. Surprise, surprise.
Circle moment.
Yeah, right. We need a heterosexual bride there. So you think about, that was just 1995. That was just 1995.
30 years ago.
That's how far community has gone. Now, the radical haters for power and money are churning it up again. But in general, even with their churn, we have come so far. And one of the things that, even not having met her, that I have empathy for her importance in our community, is that radio wouldn't play the song because they thought it was radical or X-rated that 2 women would kiss each other.
But now the irony of that is that about 10 or so years ago, the horrifically untalented Katy Perry did a song called I Kissed a Girl.
And America went gaga,
they went crazy
literally over
seriously,
it.
Seriously.
It's just a representation of you can be ahead of your time.
Yeah,
and,
she was,
and
for
her
sure.
passing,
Yeah.
and I'm quite sure that your emotional response to it is part of that. You met you understood who she was. You recognized that for the community, the women's community, and really our entire community of propelling LGBT rights, she was ahead of her time. Her passing, I think that's worth celebrating. That she'll be missed for that.
In honor of her, someone should go close with the speaker in Idaho and Bluetooth and play her song.
Drive around
Play it at Heterosexual Pride Fest in Boise.
I love that.
that's
Drive around really loud
that's
and
a
play
great
it
idea.
in honor of
Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm for it.
Girl, you would be
Picture.
both.
And the car-
Let's do it.
Bullhorns, car karaoke, and sing along. And then tag
High
them,
or drag.
sing
We'll
along.
do it. You would be very funny.
You look like you know the words. Sing along.
That is a great idea. Let's
that.
do that. All right. Except that would mean we'd have to go to Boise.
Ew.
All right. Well, that is a big LGBT story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBT stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Today.